Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. This message is specific for Pisces. I did a short recently, and out in that short came the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. And what I was indicating in that short was that the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, they're counterparts of one another. And the Queen is known to be always giving of themselves, very generous, very abundant in what they give to others. However, their counterpart, or the King of Pentacles, although very generous as well and reliable, there is still I felt like he was someone that they could depend upon and rely upon. Sorry. Followed by that was the Knight of Wands. So even though the Queen and the King are able to rely on one another and have a very fruitful, generous relationship where it's a give and take, something is occurring in their current status where the Knight of Wands had to come in reverse. And what the Knight of Wands in reverse is there's a distraction, or there's a miscommunication that is happening between the two, which is, of course, with the Two of Cups in reverse, is straining the relationship and preventing a go forward movement in the relationship. So I wanted to actually take this opportunity and kind of go a little bit deeper. I just felt that the short would have left, some a little bit like, well, what does this mean type of thing. So if that is you, this message again is for you, and we're expanding it a little bit further. But before I go into each of the energies that is surrounding the Queen and King of the energy of the Knight of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Tower, I wanted to bring in and know what the surrounding energy between the Queen and the King is. So just want to make sure. All right. So what is the current surrounding energy for Pisces and the Queen and King of Pentacles? The surrounding energy between the King and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. What is the current energy between the Queen and King of Pentacles? Make sure it's only one. We have the cosmic ocean, current dreams, future realities, and new beginnings. I want to say that there's an opportunity for you and your counterpart. I think there's a disagreement, not really a disagreement, but more of you see things differently when it comes to this new journey that you're experiencing. So maybe a new home or somewhere else to live. Perhaps you're not seeing eye to eye on a few home issues. I don't believe it has anything to do with finances. It's more of something that will allow you to move forward in your relationship. And I just feel like this is, I want to say that this whole scenario is drowning you. Like you're so underwater. It's very emotional. It's like there's an undercurrent. There's an undercurrent that's kind of pulling the two of you under, which is why the King of Wands is in reverse. So we're going to visit the King of Wands a little bit further and see what does that mean. If they could, why is the King of Wands here? So why is the King, Okay, why is the King of Wands here for Pisces? Why is the King of Wands here for Pisces? It's a lot of cards. Just one card. Here we go. Four of Pentacles. So it's about security, self-improvement. Yeah, it has this undercurrent that's bringing a wedge between the two of you, where there's a distraction or a stubbornness in this is something that will allow you to, like I said, move forward. I know I didn't say it's about money, but now I'm wondering, let's go a little bit further on the Four of Pentacles. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Pisces. Again, with this forward movement, with the Chariot card that's here. And if you look at the bunnies, they're in separate directions, right? I feel like this has to do with something about a purchase of a home. Maybe perhaps I feel like it's more work related. So somebody has an opportunity for a career that is having you move from your current residence, but you're not seeing eye to eye on it. However, that forward movement is going to bring you a lot of success, security, but there's something about this move that's not sitting well for one of you, right? And again, it's pulling the wedge. So tell us more about the Two of Cups and why the Two of Cups is here, please. Why is the Two of Cups here for Aries? Oh, sorry, Pisces. I think I've been saying Aries throughout the video. Five of Wands. Yeah, again, with the Two of Cups, it's a misunderstanding and a disagreement here. I feel like this, between the two of you, this has been a very long argument. 5 weeks. I wouldn't go more than 5 months that this has been going on, this disagreement and not seeing eye to eye. Tell us more about the Five of Wands, please. What else do we need to know about the Five of Wands for Pisces? Wait. Okay, I'll take this one. The Ten of Swords. Oh. Okay. The Ten of Swords is representative of, I feel like if you don't figure out what it is you need to do to come to an agreement, it's kind of like you're stalemated at the moment. And not that it'll come to an end or anything like that, but more of you actually it may not represent endings in your relationship, but you may not be able to recover from it if a solution or an agreement to the commitment is made. So I feel like you need to come into middle ground for it. Let's find out a little bit more of the the Tower. Tell us more about the Tower, please. Okay, so the Tower. So in order to move this Tower upright, and the Tower is considered the divine's way of kind of ending certain cycles for you. And right now it's with it being in reverse, right? With it being in reverse, you're unable to have that Tower moment, so you could break free and come into your Chariot and move forward. Now, in order to move this Tower upright, what needs to happen is there needs to be a communication. Continue to nurture your love and perhaps seek assistance when needed. If sometimes a lot of people aren't good with words and are unable to speak, eye to eye, sending those messages out to one another and text, and always know that you're coming out through it with love and care. And if you notice, the Eight of Wands at the end have like little, what I see are rose petals and a rainbow. So it's not as if these Eight of Wands is coming to you in a form of attack when you have when you're communicating with one another, but in a way to communicate and remind you that continue to communicate from your heart space and with tenderness, and that will help with the Tower, with your reverse in the Tower moment, where you're perhaps blaming the other for your current situation. So what is it that the Queen and King of Pentacles is not seeing for Pisces? What are you not seeing? Okay, well, they all flipped over, so we'll take it. So right now you're not seeing that this is actually a celebratory moment for the two of you, that there is an abundance. Once you come to some sort of agreement, perhaps, you don't move, one wants to move in place A, and another wants to go in place B, but is there somewhere in between that can satisfy the both of you? But what you're not seeing is the abundance and the celebration that comes with, speaking from our heart space, finding that middle ground. Also, where you're not, that's not being shown, or right now you're not seeing in front of you. Again, new beginnings, prosperity, and the abundance that are coming in. A lot, like all these cards that are coming in, is showing an opportunity here of abundance and more a financial gain for you. And then the Queen of Cups. Oh, we got quite a bit here. So then we also have the Queen of Cups, right? And that's just saying you're not to come from compassion. And if you look real deep with one another and see your aura, and feeling each other's energy and vibration, and reminding yourselves what it is that you felt and adored, then of one another, kind of stripping back to the basics of your love and compassion for one another. And right behind the Queen of Cups is the Ace of Cups. And again, it's about love and beginnings, and perhaps that's what you need to do, is just going back again, as I said, to the beginning of your relationship, knowing and offering each other that cup of love that you used to have for one another, because it's still there, right? The only thing that's going on right now is that there's this misunderstanding, stubbornness is coming on, lost in words, things are being miscommunicated at the moment. And I think it's because the ego is playing such a big part in this right now for you. And here, the King of Swords. I mean, you adore one another, most definitely, but you have this impatience with each other as well, right? And I feel like with the King of Swords, sometimes we speak and we can speak harsh with one another, especially when we're angry, right? And say the things that we shouldn't be saying, that maybe are not truthful. But the King of Swords is telling us, again, be honest with one another. Find a way to communicate, even if it's through text, a long letter, that to convey what you want to convey in a place where it's not coming from of hurt and anger, right? And then we have the Page of Cups following behind. And again, messages of creativity, right? Finding that place again. And it's in a very emotional time for both of you, most definitely, with the water behind. And there are as much as there are pentacles, there are also quite a bit of cups. So it's a very emotional time for the two of you. But there's still a lot of love. And I think if we continue to give each other that news of love and remind each other that, yes, you know, we're having a rough time right now, but yes, I want to work this out. And yes, I want to be able to, you know, be that love of yours that was there a few months ago, right? Because this is something that's been you've been arguing for quite a while, I would say as well. And then at the end is the Hermit. You're both, because, you know, you're not able to communicate. I feel like you're in separate quarters, perhaps sleeping in separate beds, you know, kind of taking the time out, being in solitude, you know, and just taking your alone time, right? And with it being dark and the moon is hidden back there, I just feel like there's some hidden, you know, some emotions that are hidden because of the unknown for that. So I'm going to pull one more card here from the Healing Waters and final messages and what we can do, what needs to be done to assist the Queen and King of Pentacles, right? So right now you have the Cosmic Ocean as your overall energy. We're going to grab final messages for you. Final messages for Pisces, to assist Pisces in overcoming the current situation with their counterpart. Go. So we have the Rainbow, sweet relief, new beginnings, and new way forward. So just as the card says, you know, I think once you've come and, you know, let each of your guards down and really go back and think about what was, and finding a way to compromise in your situation. And again, there's a rainbow here, just like here, right? So you're going to definitely get through this rough patch for sure. It'll be new beginnings for you, as it states, and it's going to be a new way of seeing things. You know, you're going to be able, this whole experience is going to allow you to have a new form of communicating with one another. You'll have a new understanding for one another, but whatever it is you're going to go through, know at the end it's going to be fruitful, it's going to be abundant, it's going to make your relationship between you and your counterpart a lot stronger. And it says into the unknown, underworld depth, courage, facing your fears. And you know, you're together, and always know that you're not alone, no matter how deep and dark it may seem. Like it seems like a black hole, and maybe you're being pulled away from a place that has so much meaning for you, and now you're going maybe across the country to where nobody is, no friends, no family. That can be a bit scary, but you have each other. You have one another. You're going to get through it, and it's going to be absolutely a new way of looking at each other, a new way of life for one another. And again, everything here just shows a lot of wealth, generosity, and love you have for one another. That's all I have. I just wanted to expand on on the sassy shorts that I posted for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe to the channel. And hey, if this doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. You know, there might be something in here. Not everything may be applicable, but there might be something in here that you could take away with. Have yourself a wonderful day, and thank you for joining me. Love and light.